Welcome to Savage Off-Road. Guess what we're installing today? We are going to be updating our new GWM Cannon Snorkel, all right, for the OG Cannon, all right? So this is what everyone loves. They love that, you know, the little snorkel that like goes like this at the front. Everyone loves that snorkel. So guess what? We've got one of those snorkels for you, for your traditional style snorkel. So let's get on the car and let's have a look. All right, so we've got the car on the hoist. We've got the template already on the guard and we're ready to mark out the template holes. So we're gonna mark that out. First of all, Sammy, let's start stripping down the flares. So he's already removed all the push pops. So all the push pops have all been removed the whole way around. All right, so when you're removing the flare off the Cannon, you always start from the bottom here. Try and stick your fingers in so you don't break any of the clip holders that are mounted to the flare. All right, so that's how you remove it. So the whole flare has been removed from the vehicle now. So let's have a look at this. So under here, there you go, we've removed all the push pops. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all this. These are 2 screws that hold the bar. Now the reason we're removing this is just so we can pull this guard liner down and out. So let's get that. So these are what the push pops look like. Your Phillips in the middle, and then it's like a screw. With very, very light pressure, you can pull these out. Or you can get a pick in the side of it, okay, and pull it out. Once these are removed, then this push pop can be pulled out. And that's all the way around the wheel arch and also in here. So this, all of these have all been undone, okay? So we're gonna pull the guard liner out now. There's just one 10mm under here we're going to quickly remove. It's holding this bottom piece here. Once that's undone, so there's 2, isn't there? All right, so now we've got the guard liner out. Good work, Sammy. Now we've got access to this. I'll put this up on the hoist a bit more. Now let's have a look in here. This is what we're working with, okay? So that is your factory, where your factory intake pickup is, okay? So up here, in the guard liner, and look at that, would you look at that? It's like OEM bits, because it is OEM, okay? So this hole here directly lines up with that hole there. So as you can see, you got that hole and that hole. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna unbolt this, so we'll quickly undo this. 1, 2, we'll undo this now. Let's get that out, Sammy. Okay, so we've undone both of those, and then you can wiggle that out now. So that's that piece, okay? Now what we're going to replace this with, let's come over to the bench over here, is with our new snorkel. So we're getting rid of the factory pipe, okay, that goes to nowhere, and we're going to attach a snorkel to it. This is our new snorkel head. Okay, so this is everyone's favorite snorkel, okay? So it's like your safari style head. So that's going to be mounted on the car. All right, so we're going to quickly just mark everything. That's what we're going to do, is use a center punch on all these, but I'm just marking it. Don't really need to do this because you can just drill straight through the template. Then you got the outline of the hole saw. Okay, so the hole saw we supply in the kit. You can draw an arrow if you want. Okay, so this is the hole saw we supply in the kit, comes with it. So you're going to literally drill that through there now. So I'll center punch this and then we'll get this drilled. Quickly mark this. You got to be careful because on the Cannon, the panels are actually really soft, so you don't need much. Okay, so I'm going to quickly remove the tape because I'm going to save this template because I've marked everything out anyway. So I'm going to keep this template. Now I've marked it all here. I'm going to get this, and you're just going to start going for it. Okay, we've got the snorkel on the ground. You got a nice new bracket that mounts inside your door frame, so it's a lot neater to mount than the old snorkels we used to do. As well as the fitting kit comes with your 2 hose clamps, your bracket, all your nuts, your rivets, all your fitting screws and everything. Nice molded, look at this, nice rubber molded sealed hose that goes from the snorkel to the airbox, so you get no water in there. Okay, we're gonna start with a pilot hole. So we've got a 4mm drill bit, then we're gonna go up to an 8mm and drill these out to 8mm. So you've got a bit of bit of play to get the M6 stud in here. Okay, so let's get this done. So that's 5 holes, okay? 5 holes we've drilled out. Now we're gonna get the 8mm and make them bigger. All right, back with the 8mm. Let's just open these up. Okay, so that's opened up now. We're gonna deburr everything. I'm actually gonna probably clean this up with a stepper drill bit and just clean this up a bit. All right, so I'm gonna use a step drill bit just to clean these holes up, okay? Okay, so now they're all clean. I'm gonna get the deburr and deburr everything else, and then we're gonna run some etch primer to prime all this. All right, so that's all deburred. So now we're gonna get some paint and just put some paint on the raw metal so it doesn't rust. All right, before I prime it and everything, I'm gonna get rid of all the swarf. Okay, so everything's cleaned up, everything's primed, so it's not gonna rust. Now we're about to get our snorkel on here. But before we do that, we also need to get the top bracket all lined up and marked out. So we've got the snorkel on the bench. Now what we're gonna do is put all the studs in here. Okay, so we've got the Loctite. We've applied some Loctite to each of the studs, okay, and we're winding them in. Now you're probably wondering why there's other holes. These holes here are if you've got a factory XSR cannon on here. So a factory snorkel like the XSR, that's when you will literally use these other holes, okay? If your car already has a factory snorkel mounted. So we've wound these all in with some Loctite, we're just tightening them up. Obviously make sure the Allen key's facing out so you can get access to it and lock these off. Now these are locked off. You got 2 hose clamps. These 2 are gonna mount to the head of the snorkel, and that's gonna be how you tighten it, okay? So they're gonna go on like so. You also get 3 rivets in the kit. The 3 rivets in the kit are gonna mount this to your inside of the door frame, okay? Okay, so this is the bracket. This is the bracket that mounts into your door frame. Okay, so we provide the nice rivets in here. So they're gonna push through here. Now this is a 4mm hole, okay? It's a bit tight, but they push through. Once they're pushed through, you need to drill a 4mm hole in your car. So make sure you use a 4mm drill bit, 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna show you how to drill that now. But before we do so, we're also gonna show you that this here is your nuts. So this is how you're gonna fix this to your vehicle. So you got 5 of these, and that pulls it into the guard. So you got 10mm, and these are all M6 studs. So 10mm socket you'll need for this. So we've got that ready to go. These 2 are for the head, remember? Okay, so they mount the head. Now everyone's gonna go, what are these for? And also, what are these for? This is for if you've got an XSR, you'll need to use these. If you don't have an XSR and you've got an ordinary cannon and you want to just put a brand new snorkel in, you're gonna need to use these ones, the studs and the nuts. However, if you've got an XSR, you will need to use this bracket and these. So this bracket is on the side of your car. How this mounts is, because your factory snorkel, remember on your XSR, there's already one here and you've already got holes in the side of your car. So you're gonna use this bracket that we also provide, and you're gonna flip this bad boy around like so, and that's gonna pick up your factory 2 holes on your factory snorkel. That's gonna remount under here, and you're not gonna use this bracket. So this is for your XSR, remember that. But this bracket is for all your other cannons. So Canon base model, L, your Vanta, all of those, use that, and your X, okay, Canon X. All right, so let's get this on the car. I'll undo this, and these hose clamps are gonna be what you use to fix the hose, which is this on either side. So let's go. Okay, so I'm gonna get this on, the pipe, okay, the connecting pipe. We're gonna go on under here, over here, Sammy. Make sure there's a little rubber seal here. You actually remove that, you don't need it, because you're gonna clamp this down so tight, and this, throw it in the bin. All right, so we're gonna get that on there. Make sure you push it all the way home. and then your hose clamp's gonna go on after. So I'm gonna leave this loose on here for now. That's your snorkel hole here, and your pipes here. So we'll get the snorkel on, and we'll get this lined up. Let's go. So we've got the hose in. We're gonna get the snorkel on now. Mate, the fitment on this snorkel is next level. Like literally, we have an indentation on here to come around the badge. So it literally flushes. Anyway, I'll show you in a sec. Let's get this on. So very carefully, we're gonna line this up. Okay, so that's gonna go on like so. Sit nice and flush and show everyone the fitment of this snorkel. So look at that, it's cut around the factory emblem. How cool is that? Then it mounts in the door frame. So I'll open this up. Oh, that one's a bit tight. How cool is that? Look, see how you pick up all your holes in here and it literally recesses in here? Beautiful. Close your door, look how sexy that's gonna look. Have a look from here, Sammy, have a look down the front. How cool is that? Look at that, the profile of it's amazing. All right, let's get this on. So before I bolt the snorkel up, what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna quickly mark this up, up here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab my punch and I'm gonna punch this and I'm gonna mark all this out, okay? Once that's marked, then I'm gonna get my 4mm drill bit and drill this out, and then we're gonna be able to pop rivet this directly to the panel. So let's do that. Make sure it's pushed, everything's nice and tight, yeah? Okay, so we've punched that, so now we're gonna get the 4mm drill bit and drill that out. Okay, so that's all drilled now. Look at that. So that's all drilled. We're just gonna make sure we put some paint on those holes so they don't rust. And then once we do that, we're gonna get the snorkel fitted up, put the rivets in. Bob's your uncle, let's do it. All right, so we got Samir. Look at him. You know what you're doing, buddy? What size Allen key is that?
It is 4mm.
Oh my God. 4mm Allen key, do the top head up. Forward facing, look at that. All the airflow for you in your Cannon, eh? Look at this, 2-litre diesel's gonna be like, all right, so Sammy's just removing the double-sided tape where the 3 holes where the rivets are gonna go. Let's do it, let's do it, Sammy, put it in. So I got my big rivet gun. I'm gonna go up here. What we're gonna do is, so we're gonna look in here. He's in place. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna line these rivets up. So I'll mount my camera. Hopefully my camera doesn't fall. I'm gonna push that home. Get these rivets to go in, hopefully. It's a bit hard because we're on the hoist and we can't open the door fully, which is probably the dumbest thing we've done, but anyway. Sometimes it's fun making things harder for yourself. Okay, so the rivet's in. Obviously there's double-sided tape on there, so it makes it a little bit difficult to line up. We're gonna get all 3 rivets in before we rivet it down. It's 2 out of 3. Okay, so we've got 3 rivets in. Then we're gonna get our rivet gun. All right, so look at that for fitment. How cool is that? So that's securely mounted. So Sammy's gonna bolt this in. So he's got his little 10mm. Actually, what I'll do is put this up. I've got a hoist. Let's have a look what it looks like though. Oh, that looks pretty cool. Look at that. So we've done all up in here, have a look. So the hose is all fitted. Hose clamps on, he's about to tighten that up now. All the nuts are done up all inside here. You can see all the paint, we've made sure it's all primed. Let's get it done, Sammy, we're nearly done. Okay, she's all connected up to the airbox. Okay, we just gotta do this last hose clamp up. Okay, so Sammy's gonna do that up now. But look at this, the snorkel's on. Gotta do the snorkel head up. Yeah, you don't need to lock it. Hard lock